What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Today in Ace Combat. Today is November 1st, and back in 2010, Operation Footprint, aka Mission 9 Lit Fuse, took place in Bastok Peninsula located in southeastern Yuktobania. This operation was designed to take over the mainland of Yuktobania. 4 different companies were spread out in groups labeled A, B, C, and D. They were ordered to take out smaller sections of the base and rendezvous at the end to unleash a final attack against the fortress. This is both an air-to-ground attack and air-to-air attack simultaneously taking place among one another. You're ordered to take out specific areas to assist these teams by the ground commander. The goal is to get as many soldiers inside as possible. The mission begins with some disgusting looking weather, and you're ordered to take out some simple air-to-ground targets here. You'll notice that there are some bunkers labeled targets in the area, as well as some A-10s flying in the area. This seems to be the repeating process of the mission here, and you're pretty much just ordered to follow the ground commander as he tells you where to go. The finale is destroying a few more bunkers in the fortress area, and the mission is over. The ground troops give their thanks, and that's it. The dialogue here is absolutely amazing, and I think they did a really good job on forcing the player to focus on it. This is one of those missions you should really pay close attention to. Now that southeastern Yuktobania is in Osia's possession, they have made the fortress their own base and can expand operations furthermore within the country.
I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Also, in other news, in 2019, Operation Hush, aka Mission 20 in Ace Combat 7, took place in Gunther Bay, once again right next to the International Space Elevator where it all began. If you remember the ending cutscene of Mission 19, 2 ADF-11F Ravens entered the airspace and took out some Ocean and Erusian pilots. Their names are Hugin and Munin, the 2 drones attempting to transmit their flight data to drone factories across Yuja using the space elevator. Of course, after it restores power again. Trigger takes off and the battle begins to end this war once and for all.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, Wish I could have flown with you. A dinged up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. So, this is the guy? Oh yeah, he's the one who took off just now.
The battle between Hugin and Munin is probably the best dogfight in the entire game, if I had to say so myself. They're both pretty weird, but it isn't impossible to hit them. They're able to maneuver in ways you could never imagine. Many squadron members go down, but then we lose Soul 2. Or, you know, you can just not let him die because it isn't scripted if you shoot down the drones in time. Once these two bad things are down, one plane begins to detach its wings and keep flying. It took flight data from Trigger, but was easily shot down in time. Longcaster and everyone begins to prep the party. Or not really.
There's still one drone left.
What the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
Went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger and Count immediately chase this thing, and the typical final mission tunnel run begins. Typical Ace Combat stuff. As they enter the tunnel, Count takes a good amount of engine damage from the drone. So Trigger makes his way through the tunnel, and as he enters the final area, he has a limited time to destroy the repeaters beneath the elevator and the Raven drone. The best thing to do here is take out the repeaters as fast as possible and brake hard against the Raven to take it out. Okay, so now that all this is done and over with, the war is pretty much over. How are we gonna get out? Count has a pretty good idea. Let's just fly out of the fucking thing. Great thinking, Count. And so Trigger then begins to fly through the windbreak of the tower to the top. Count went ahead and belly landed inside the lighthouse, taking the easy way out. I mean, he really can't do anything here. After dodging some structures inside the tower, Trigger makes it out alive.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
I did it!
That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero!
No doubt, you're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain K. Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown. The path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue. To the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
And Count receives aid from a rescue team after the operation ended. The drones are gone, Nagase is back in town, Erusian radicals surrender, the International Space Elevator is finally ours, which means one thing. The Lighthouse War is over, and thus concludes Ace Combat 7. Alrighty everyone, that's going to be it for today's episode of Today in Ace Combat. I want to know in the comment section below, what was your favorite mission of Ace Combat 7, and what's your general review of the game? Do you think for the next Ace Combat game they should make it a little more difficult? Do you think anything should have been added? Do you think they should focus more on the multiplayer or the campaign for the next game? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and join the Discord. The links are in the description down below. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. And of course, as always, I will see you all in solitary.